footed and he sends the goalkeeper the wrong way, and Erling Haaland is off and running. De Bruyne, and now City on the counter. Haaland through, chance to sink West Ham, and you know what? He never misses chances like that. And Erling, how many chances for City in the game? De Bruyne's deep ball to the far, and there's still a chance, and Haaland scores, and City are back in the match, and Haaland's on target again. It had to come. As it's cleared as far as Foden, good ball in, and Haaland! Erling Haaland! He scores his first City goal. Back it goes, and Stones, and Haaland! Erling Haaland! Never! Now they're into the gap. Haaland has it. Haaland still. Haaland! Ladies and gentlemen, Haaland has his first City match ball. Port of him. Foden clips it in. Haaland! 1-0. I had a hunch that his first touch might be this. Haaland on the edge, and Foden! And Haaland makes it 2-0. It is bizarre, isn't it? I mentioned that Aguero scored 2 in his 5th. With the outside of the boot, great ball. Foden heads it back, and Stones on the far, and Haaland! Number 3. They can't rule that one out for offside because the ball came back. Field plays it to De Bruyne. De Bruyne's cross is deflected, and City will score through Haaland. You bet. 10 goals, double figures. The goal machine now advancing, and Haaland with his first chance has a shot, scores a goal. Absolutely sensational. It's his first opportunity, and he's just slid it into the corner of the net. And Erling Haaland breaks yet another record. He scored. And City's corner comes in. Haaland off the line. Did it cross? Goal. Yes, it did. It's 2-0 City. And Haaland's first chance of the game, inevitably going over here. De Bruyne, Haaland, 3-0. Kevin De Bruyne assist. Outside to Gomez, inside Haaland. 5-1. Hat-trick, Erling Haaland. De Bruyne back to João Cancelo, into the gap. Haaland! There was. Now City are looking to come forward. Haaland's looking to get there. He will do, and he'll score. It was a long ball forward, and Haaland was just too strong. He bounced off a couple of defenders. Making quite a short run up, he steps up and puts it into the corner of the net. And City lead by 2-0, and Haaland is on another. City. Erling Haaland. Need I say more?
Luis Sinisterra too. Now they're given away by Cooper. Grealish in behind here. Haaland's there with him, and Erling Haaland scores. Well, the ball. Grealish. It's Haaland. 3-0. And 2 for Erling Haaland.
Morris dancing his way through, cuts it back. And it's Erling Haaland.
Aí está, Alvarez vai dando resposta. Agora Haaland pode marcar e está feito 2-2. Assistência de Mahrez e Haaland a regressar ao jogo.
Back to De Bruyne. Haaland with the header. Right before the break, Haaland steps up and scores comfortably. It's his second of the afternoon. It's Manchester. Well caught out here, and Haaland could get a hat-trick. It's 3.
E alternador com os outros, obviamente. Atenção, o passe, pode ir para o gol e marca! Marca o City! De Bruyne fabrica, entrega em bandeja de ouro e Haaland mete a bola no fundo.
Getting to the byline, Foden coming back in, Haaland back on the score sheet. Manchester City back in business.
This is a big one. Haaland, that can make the world of difference. It's De Bruyne's cross, it's Haaland! It's 1-0 City, right on the stroke of half-time. Grealish and Haaland! Monstrously good. They play football with such verve. Erling Haaland, bang, 2-0. It's Ndidi and rolling it through for Erling Haaland. Too strong, too fast. Foden. Haaland! As if he wouldn't score.
Born in Leeds, raised in Norway, but made in Manchester.
Presented back to Bernardo Silva, shifted on for Grealish, rolled up here for Erling Haaland! The hottest shot in the history of the Premier League.
Here's Gundogan again. Haaland with the header! It's 2-0! A quick fire.
Taker. It's Rodri, and it's turned in by Erling Haaland. It's taken next to no time. And the cut. It's Alvarez, it's Haaland, it's 2. Utterly clinical. They've waded through some tricky waters, but they've emerged serenely to double their advantage.
That's a mouse almost there with Bulldog. Haaland! It had to come eventually. Erling Haaland gets his goal.
Rodri again, through the gap to Alvarez. Haaland's onto that! You know the rest! The most feared striker on the planet sends a shiver down the spine of defenders again this week. Haaland, no messing about. That was ruthless. That is hungry for more. Gomez away from Castagna. Sergio Gomez. Haaland! As sheer City. Can he pick the right pass? It's Haaland! Finally hurting West Ham, but hurting West Ham again. And pass.
Foden over to Matheus Nunes, he looks to leave it for Haaland!
What is he? He's got everything. I've seen him get into more forward, advanced positions now.
Haaland! Oh, magnificent! What a finish from Erling Haaland! United at the Etihad, and now his first derby goal at Old Trafford. And Manchester City are making the early running here. Grealish. Bernardo Silva. And Haaland! Build-up was utterly glorious. Manchester City caressing the ball from deep in the Premier League. Adds one more to his tally. And the leaders are in front at his gallop. It's Julian Alvarez and Haaland, and City have their lead back. And Erling Haaland!
Have a look over his shoulder.
It was by Diaz. It's Haaland! His first Premier League goal in 77 days with it. Here's De Bruyne. Perfect ball for Haaland. Branthwaite with the problem. Branthwaite brushed aside. And Erling Haaland wins the game for the champions.
In a run, but it was well stopped by the City defenders, and now they can try and break with Erling Haaland, who could be in on goal here. This is Erling Haaland. Makes no mistake. Manchester City.
trouble.
Amrabat robbed. Haaland, 3-1, game over. City's day in the derby. The third and clinching goal.
Really shaking on another reverse ball. De Bruyne! And his ball inch perfect for Erling Haaland.
It's Haaland. Precise. Perfection. Manchester City have 3.
2 league games at Newcastle and Arsenal. Now then, here is Erling Haaland. He's done well! He's done wonderfully well!
Erling Haaland, faultless. The certainty of a would-be champion. Club record set back in 1921. Rodri, De Bruyne, Rodri, Haaland! He came in like a wrecking ball. Haaland blasts it home. Hat-trick again. City perhaps a little stung. Haaland. Haaland! Oh! Take that! Don't you dare spoil my day! De Bruyne and Haaland. The breakthrough arrives. Position. Erling Haaland, emphatically converted, and the reigning champions will be red-hot favourites on the final day. Haaland, here's a chance for Erling Haaland, and he needs no second invitation. On his 100th appearance for Manchester City, his 9th...
It's Haaland! It's 1-1. Of course it is. And he is...
When it happens like it just has for Ipswich Town.
Haaland's in as well. He could score again. This is just amazing. Haaland suddenly received it. Just like that. Just two.
You're always in the wrong position. Well, Paquetá was caught on it, and Haaland is through, and Haaland rolls the champions ahead again. Relentless force that. There's Jack Grealish, Bernardo Silva, Kovacic, Rico Lewis, Erling Haaland belts it in. The precision, the intricacy of the passing that went before is one thing. Nunez through for Erling Haaland. Haaland alone. Haaland hat-trick. Manchester City's points. Hunger to the point.
Maybe thought about hitting it. It rolls Haaland's way, and you know what happens next. His insatiable appetite for goal.
This is the space that City have been waiting for.
Oh, and Haaland just bumps his way past Pinnock, through on goal! And when that happens, there is never any doubt.
Savinho. In for Haaland, chance for Haaland, goal for Haaland!
Bernardo Silva, Matheus Nunes. Oh, it's a lovely cross. And it's in from Erling Haaland. They tried to keep him in check, but you just can't.
Ayari. Ruta, I think, had gone too early anyway. Kovacic getting it forward here for Haaland, who hasn't. He's past Van Hecke, and it's off the other side of the bar and in. It's only one moment, but a Haaland and City back.
Couple of Palace players plays it in towards Haaland. Haaland heads it in! City 1, Palace 1. Erling Haaland.
Forcing those errors, that's a nice play.
McAtee. De Bruyne. Savinho arriving like a train. They chip it for Erling Haaland.
Brilliant.
And that could be the game for Manchester City.
Dances away from Sofel, looks for Haaland! That is a beautifully constructed Manchester City goal. From back to Haaland and Foden racing to dart onto it. Here is Haaland. All he needs is the finish. And he is so good at producing that.
And with Doku, and there's Erling Haaland, who celebrates the signing of his new deal with yet another goal. Haaland nicking it away from Chalobah. Goalkeeper has come here. Erling Haaland! Yep. Foden. Savinho. Clever. Haaland. Effective booming header by Erling Haaland, who makes his point.
Doku sitting into the penalty area again. Haaland, it's a tap-in. Manchester City run it through as Haaland passes to the back.
Erling Haaland, never in doubt. Although Manchester City,
Haaland sends Leno the wrong way. Sends the travelling City support.
Reinders looking to pick his way through. That's a clever pass. That's Rico Lewis. That's Erling Haaland. And Manchester City have their lead. He's got Bob wide of him. Oscar Bob. Tijani Reinders. Erling Haaland! Smashing goal!
Marmoush trying to wriggle his way through. He set up Haaland. It's been coming, and almost inevitably, it's
Doku. Erling Haaland. 2. Foden in the first half. Manchester City's other derby specialist, Erling Haaland. Maguire. Problems here. Haaland. Maguire trailing in his wake. Erling Haaland. Never really in any doubt from the moment he was gifted the ball. Haaland. Reinders. And Haaland is beginning to sprint through the middle, and Reinders has found him. And Manchester City have scored from their first genuine attack.
Doku. All the way through to Haaland, who does get his goal. He pretty much always gets his goal.
They maybe could have created a couple of more opportunities. Burnley stayed strong.
Haaland to put a gloss on the scoreline. 5 for Manchester City.
Lead, having said farewell to their main goal scorers, Burmo and Wissa. This is Haaland at the other end, and Erling Haaland extends this remarkably prolific opening to the season.
And peering down to see changes afoot, but here go Manchester City with O'Reilly and Haaland! When they need a goal, they Foden created the space delightfully. Savinho taking it on now. And Haaland again!
Checky. Here comes Haaland. Just where he wants to be. Doing just what he loves to do. For the 16th time this season. Checky. Haaland in once more. Round the keeper, into the net. As if anybody in this stadium had any doubt. Towards Haaland. Deadly. Simply deadly.
Head always on the turn.
Jeremy Doku. And it was left for Haaland. And there's the landmark goal. 100 in double quick record time in the Premier League.
What do you do with a big Norwegian? You can't stop him scoring.